Coaches, thank you again for taking some time. A lot better vibes tonight. I mean, I can even just feel you guys just right now. I guess again, before we get into questions, how you guys feel after that close win?
Feeling great. Much better win. I mean, you know what? We felt a little frustrated there in the middle game again. It felt like another one of those games that we weren't getting those timely hits. But you know, it's a 9 inning game. You play nine for a reason.
Yes, sir.
I feel like we accomplished a job. We had a 6 a.m. meeting this morning, and actually it was right here in this room, and we was asking, why are you here? And we're here to play baseball, good baseball, 9 inning baseball, not 6, not 7, but 9, and I think we did that tonight.
Awesome. Yeah, my first question was, we heard through the grapevine about the 6 a.m. meeting. I was kind of referring and making jokes back to the interns, like, was it a Remember the Titans where they were running across the city? I don't know if you want to divulge too much into that conversation, but did you feel that was a productive conversation? Did it reflect tonight? Do you think now we can kind of expect that full 9 innings from the rest of the season on?
I do. I think the meeting, in regards to what it was about, it was why we were here. We're here to do a job. We didn't come this far to just be average. Like I said, I don't like to be around average. People don't pay for average. People pay for people to be great. And I love to be great, and that's what I want to do. And I think the message was definitely portrayed with our team. We had guys step up as captains throughout the night. And so I think our message got across to the team.
Awesome. Sweet. You, Coach, you said that, kind of right in the middle of that game, we started off fairly good. We had some pretty good pitching. We threw strikes. And what moment do you think that it clicked that it was like, okay, it's our ball game? What was that moment where instead of like the previous nights, we just kind of continued to kind of not turn it on? What was that defining moment that really sparked our ignition there?
You know what? We talked about it this morning. We're a momentum team. We go on momentum. Brandon Cortez made a diving catch out there in left field. We came out, we made 3 outs, but the momentum shifted right there, I believe. We had Lubin on the mound throwing strikes.
Yeah.
And when we get our relievers throwing strikes and we get to score a couple runs, we're going to be pretty unstoppable. But I think his catch out there kind of fired him up.
Yeah.
And even though we didn't score the following inning, we put it on him. We had 8 hits tonight, and we had Brock Reinhardt and Skelton. I think might have had 6 or 7 of those 8. So
Yeah.
they stepped up big and stepped up in a timely manner. We finally got those timely hits because it was getting frustrating. We still had guys on second and third, no outs, guy on third, and we kept saying to ourselves, 8 out of 9 innings last night, 8 out of 9 innings.
Right.
So we stepped up tonight and got those timely hits. It was great.
You couldn't ask more from the guys. Really, you could see the battle this night compared to the other nights. I do have one more question before I let Tyler go into his. We had that really controversial call at the first base. You were right there, Coach. What was that conversation like with the umpire? Obviously, from everyone else's perspective, it was pretty clear what the call was. But what was that conversation with the umpires, and what really made them overturn that call, do you think?
So my job as a first base coach is to specifically watch that bag, make sure that guy doesn't come off right there. And I had a feeling he did. I was watching his foot the entire time, and so I asked the umpire, in a 2-man crew, can you get help? Because he doesn't have the best view that home plate umpire does. And so I just asked him, could he get help? He went to the home plate umpire, and the home plate umpire stated that he did pull his foot, and that was the right call.
I agree, definitely. T-Cats, what do you got for me, man?
First of all, Coach, you were exactly right. Skelton and Reinhardt did get 6 of the 8 hits. The other 2 were shared by Perez and Newman in the middle of the order. And that brings me to my question in that you made some pretty drastic changes to your lineup tonight, moving guys all around. Did you see that lineup change pay off tonight in the way you were hoping?
I think we did. We put a little more scrappers in our order. We didn't have as many swing and misses tonight, and I think that's big in collegiate baseball. If you put the ball in play, good things will happen. But if you don't make the defense make a play, there's not much good that comes out of that. And so I think changing that lineup up a little bit, as we discussed it this morning, we have to put pieces in different places for us to be successful, and we're not the Yankees. So that's got to work for us.
This game, every inning you had a runner reach base. Are you happy with the opportunities that every inning you're at least allowing your team an opportunity to get base runners into scoring position?
Yeah, for sure. It's great to get guys on. It's just a matter of producing and getting them over. We got to have better approaches at the plate at times. We're swinging at first pitches and not allowing our offense to work. And, you know, it's okay to swing at the first pitch if we do something with it. If we're popping it up foul, we're popping it to second base or first base, that's a defensive swing, and that's not the right count we're looking for. So we're looking to drive that first pitch. And if we don't, we don't. But tonight it was, yeah, it's great to get guys on, obviously. We can work with it, but we have to work on our approaches a little bit just to make the game and the strategy work a little bit for us.
Sure.
My final question will be about Nick Hamill, who came in 3 up, 3 down in the 9th inning to get the save. And on his last appearance on a night where the bats were hot for Hastings, he came in and pretty much effectively shut them down in the late half of that game. What has Nick Hamill meant as a bullpen piece to this team?
He's meant everything. He's turning into that back-end guy we need to shut the door and stop the bleeding. I think in our last interview we said we were looking for that guy to stop the bleeding. I think he's starting to embody that piece and starting to embody that role, and he's doing his job. That's all we ask of him. And so just like with Adrian on the mound, just give us a chance to win. Next guy, Tyler Lubin, come in. Hey, just give us a chance, keep us close. And then Nick comes in, he shuts the door. I think he embodies that role. He loves it. That's his mindset, and I'm proud of him.
Mark, you have anything?
Yeah, one final question, guys. It just seemed like as I was going in the dugout, as I was trying to go around, the camaraderie seemed to be a little bit better. It seemed the guys started to get to know each other. Do you think that played a role in tonight's win?
I do 100%. These guys they're very from different places. A lot of different miles in between these guys, and we're starting to come together as a team. And like I said, we're not going to play our best baseball right now, but if we want to be successful right now, we have to play as a team. And so they're starting to figure that out. And I think if we can just keep pushing this ship in the right direction, we'll be a great team.
Apologies, guys. I do have one, maybe 2 more questions. You talked a little bit about your strategy, especially on the bases. Have you adjusted your strategy at all? I saw, I guess it's Skelton who had 2 stolen bases. Are you trying to be more aggressive on the bases? I don't know if you want to divulge too far into your strategy.
Always 90 feet closer. That 90 feet closer to scoring a run.
Awesome.
So any chance we get it taking it, we're taking it.
Sweet.
It's not our strategy. We're going for it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I've always preferred aggressive base runners, and that's just always been kind of like my style. So seeing him steal was just like, man.
We got a lot of ground ball hitters, so we got to get to that next base. So
Agreed.
Get out of that force and put the pressure on them a little more.
Very cool. Appreciate it. I got one last thing. We got Spearfish. We travel on Monday, so we have the day off tomorrow. What are we thinking about that series? I guess it's a 3-hour drive to Sioux Falls, or I'm sorry, Spearfish. What are our thoughts going into that series before our first away stint?
I think first and foremost is strike one. Best pitch in baseball. I say it every day, and I'll say it all day until the cows come home. Strike one, give us a chance to win, and our offense will come put the bat on the ball, and we'll be dirtbags on the base. We're going to take 90 feet, and we're going to play good baseball, and we're going to try to get a win.
Sweet.
We're a momentum team. We got the win tonight going into the road. It was a huge win going into the road. We got the momentum, so we're ready to go.
Yeah, you guys spoke about how important this game was. It was awesome to see the W. I mean, everybody, the fans, we were super ecstatic to see that final out going our way. So I appreciate it, coaches. Thanks for your time. If you guys don't have any questions, I think we're good.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Thank you to all the fans.